The new executive director of the Ella Sharp Museum, Jeremy Frew, and museum board chair, Andy Merritt. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bart.
Yeah, and congratulations, Jeremy.
Yeah, boy, I got to tell you, what a dream come true. As I mentioned to you earlier, I got to work at one Ella Sharp gem, and now I get to work at one of the places that everyone loves in Michigan. Ella Sharp, excuse me, I used to work at one gem, the community college, Jackson College, and now I get to get a place that everyone loves, Ella Sharp. So really amazing and a great opportunity.
Well, I was excited to hear about this because, well, I know you, and I thought, wow, as I think the board was trying to do, find someone local that had the qualities that you were looking for, and that was a pretty big consideration in looking at applicants, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we knew in this transition how much the museum means to the people of Jackson. I'm a Jackson native. I grew up going to the museum. I remember field trips to the Dibble Schoolhouse and the planetarium and going to sugaring and cheering and all of those things. And we know that it's something that holds a special place in the hearts of the people of Jackson, and how important it is for it to not just survive but to thrive. And so we really did. We worked with a search firm, and we wanted to make sure that we found the best person to not just keep things the way they are, but to move things into the future. And we're excited. We feel like Jeremy's the right person for that.
And what was it about this job, Jeremy, that got your interest?
I think first and foremost, I know how, as Andy said, how important Ella is to the community. Also, I raised both my kids on Douglas Street, Bloomfield Boulevard. We spent the last 20 years going in and out of Ella, not only just in the park, but obviously in the museum. We've had my in-laws had their anniversary party in the old granary. I knew how much Ella meant to this community. It's what I love. I've been here, I'm not a native, but I've been here 24 years, which is almost half my life. Again, both my kids are born and raised here, J High grads. So what really attracted me is that I have a chance to work at a place that people in Jackson can come have a special experience. And I want to be able to do that and have that opportunity. Also, through the process, what I really fell in love with, they have staff and administrators that are wholly and fully committed to making this work. And that made me excited. But again, I think it's what Andy said. People love that place, and it's in their heart, which also means a lot of pressure. People want that to be a special place. And I look forward to that, and it made it easy. It's a wonderful place, and I've been there 6 days, and I can tell you it's already coming true. The people, I've had hundreds of people reach out to say, what can I do? How can we help? We love Ella. We want to make it a special place. And so that's the goal. That's the job.
Yeah, and I think in past executive searches, we've been looking for someone with a master's in library science or museum administration.
Yeah.
That wasn't the number one thing on your list.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were really hoping to find somebody local. We were also hoping to find somebody that had just a track record of being able to work with people, build a culture inside of an organization, and to be able to lead a group of people from one place to another. And so those were some of the characteristics that were really on our mind as we were sifting through. And we had a great group of candidates. I think we had 18 candidates, 18 people that applied, and some really amazing people. And it was exciting to see the number of people that were interested.
Yeah, I think there was intense competition for this job. There were some, as well, highly qualified local candidates that were interested.
Yes.
Yeah, and I tell you what came out for the search, which really excited me too. You keep, why am I doing this? The biggest strength I think I had at JC was clearly I love to build people and watch them succeed. But also there was a number of programs, I won't go all of them, but I built partnerships, and I think that's going to be the key to the success at Ella. Jackson's a small community. We need to leverage each other. We need to let our partners do what they're good at and let us do what we're good at and work together. So that is sort of the mindset coming into on the leadership side. Help the people who are there grow and do what they do best. I'm not going to get in the way of our archivist. She knows what she's doing. But I'm going to make sure there's barriers out of the way so she can do a great job. All of our people can grow, but also then we can have good partnerships and then take care of our members and give them experience like nothing else they've had.
So there have been a lot of great successes. We're just talking about the patio parties as an example. They were sold out all summer. We've had great attendance at some of the exhibits. A lot of the community partnerships have been really strong and successful. So But there's some things that need to be improved or fixed, and so do you have like a roadmap of where you want to take the museum?
Yeah, I think the roadmap first is and I mentioned this to you, I want to come out and meet with the community and see what their experience has been, what they think we're missing, what we need. And I want to get that voice first. And then also I want to talk to the folks who work there and their staff and get their perspective. The roadmap is we want to create a better experience for folks. We want to do better on our customer service. We also want to do something that's a little different. We need to attract people who have not been there before. And that's sort of that part of that roadmap. But I think the start of that, Bart, is really we need to come out and talk to our partners in the community and see what they've experienced and what they want. And I think that'll be the start of the roadmap, the customer voice.
Yeah. The board, and I think there have been times in the past where the board maybe didn't agree on who the museum was for. Is there more of a unified voice and team as a board now?
Wow, that's a great question. So I would say, and I've only been on the board for 2 years, so I can only speak from my 2 years of experience, but I would say that the board makeup now is much more unified than when I first came in. And a question that I've been asking the board and that I've asked us to be processing is, if a family in Jackson has $40 to spend on a Saturday, where are they going to spend it, and how do we get the museum in that top 5 in that decision-making process? How do we become a place that families really actually want to come to, that it's a value add to them, and that they're voluntarily going? As a kid growing up, I went on field trips and things like that, but we've got Fall Fest coming up. Fall Fest is a great opportunity, but on an average Saturday, is there enough value at the museum that families are interested in investing some of their resources to come and to experience what's there? And I don't think we're there yet, but I think we're on our way.
And Jeremy, you've already heard from a lot of people in the community. They've provided you with their ideas of what you should be doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, I'm not going to tell you anything. This is nothing secret. The granaries come up multiple times, as you mentioned it too, Bart, as we walk in. No, but also I've heard a lot about people were really excited about getting more programming out there. Ceramics has been the big one, but programming is a great way to get folks into the museum to learn something different, and that's what we have to get back into. And it can't be just for the adult who can do it after work. It needs to be for their younger folks. We need to get more programming with our middle schools and elementary schools. We need to get them in younger again and starting over. So I think there'll definitely be a real push on programming, but the granaries come up multiple times because people come out there and they want to have a coffee. They want to have a snack. They want to have something more than just the museum. They want to do more. And also, as most of you know, go there on a weekend in the fall on Saturday. You got cross country going. You got more soccer than you even know what there's so much action with kids going on. Why aren't we serving them in a certain way? So those are some of the basic ideas. But also, I will tell you, we need to remember those members too who love the art exhibits, and we got to celebrate them. And we got a big one coming up, as you know, a week from Thursday. You have Dominic on the show, I believe, tomorrow. So but we also need to serve that population. But we need to start tapping the new markets. We really need to tap into some new markets.
Yeah, it's as you say, the value, the importance of the museum, but the fact that it bears the name of Ella Sharp, Jackson's first lady, I think that makes it really an even more important institution.
Yeah, it's a community. It's a community institution. The community owns it. I mean, at the end of the day, I know we say it's private. Ella Sharp is for the community, and we need to get back into that and really show what it means. And we need more people walking through there.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing and hearing a lot more from you, and we wish you the best. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bart.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, guys. The board chair of the Ella Sharp Museum, Andy Merritt, and new executive director, Jeremy Frew. We've got lots